What's up, guys? This is Byington, and I'm new to barbecuing. This is my third brisket. Alright, people, guys, I'm pretty much done with my trimming. Again, if you guys have any tips or anything that you see, I didn't take a whole lot off. I know some of this stuff, there's a lot more. I left a lot more fat on the back than usual. Because I got a vertical smoker, so I'll be cooking this fat side down. I know a lot of people cook it fat side up, but again, just nitpicking at this stuff here, which I cooked one last week. It turned out okay, but anyway, the rub that I'll be using is Applewood rub from Grill Mates. I really like this rub, something I found a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna put some coarse salt on it first. I'm going to put a whole lot of black pepper on it though. Again, brisket's just something that's preference. Whatever your preference to cooking brisket is what you're going to put on it. So what I found out, every time I watch a YouTube channel, that's what they put on it. So again, it's Applewood rub. You can get it at any Walmart or anyway, put that on there, let it set. And another thing too is I don't inject my brisket. Well, I haven't yet. I haven't tried. If people got any ideas on what injection they use, just comment down below and I'll give it a try one day. You can see, even with this pan, this Applewood, it has some red chili powder, red pepper, and I think it's the cinnamon. It's got a little bit of cinnamon in there that gives it a dark look, so it'll be a real sweet bark when you smoke it. So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator and we'll get back to you later. Alright, again, we lost some space on the cell phone. My son's shooting this for me. Again, this is our second meat. This is pork butt. I've already injected it. I didn't do any trimming. It's only a 5-pound pork butt, but the injection that I used was apple juice, cherry juice, some Dr. Pepper, and the Applewood rub sauce. Applewood rub. Then, anyway, I didn't put any seasoning on it yet, but I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half before we put it on the smoker. So I'll see you whenever we start the smoker up. All right, welcome back. Now we're gonna start up the smoker now. You can tell that's a all set Donna Glow smokers, one from Walmart. But anyway, it's done pretty good. I'm gonna put get that going. Got my water pan, everything in here. Slide this back. I should get out of here. But anyway, gonna be having ribs, brisket, and pork butt in there. So I'll be using 3 racks today. Yeah, we're gonna let this sucker get up to about 250. This is my first smoker. Did a little modification on it, stuff I seen on YouTube already. But what I would like to know is, you know, what other smokers out there that are good, that are, I like the vertical ones, because of course my first one. But you know, leave me some comments on what you think the good smokers are. I would probably spend around $400 or $500 on my next one. So anyway, just give me a comment, and I'll see you when I come back out here and put the meats on. Now we're back. It's been steady at 250 for an hour now, so we'll put the brisket on. Brisket's been resting, in there marinating for 2 hours. Again, like I said, I used the fat to put on top of that, and I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. But let's go ahead and put the brisket on, and then we'll have to put the tent back up, and also use spray my grapes with ham. I'll leave that open. Shrimps. Back up just a tad bit. Said I'm going fat side down. So this is how it's going to go in. There we go. And said what I do is use some of this fat on top of it, let it render it down on the top while it's covered up. I have to throw seasoning on it just because. So use quite a bit of this fat. Render down onto the top of the brisket. I didn't see anybody do this, but just something I thought I might try. I tried it last 2 times and it worked out great. Kept my brisket moist. But I also sprit my spritz on my brisket. I think that's all it's going to take on here right now. So push that back in there. My ribs will go on top of that. So now just get her back up the tip, and I'll see you in about an hour, and I'm going to put the pork butt on. And we're back. What we're going to do is season our pork butt now with a little bit of Lowry seasoned salt. Like I said, as you can tell, it don't really have a big fat cap on this small pork butt here. We're going to put a little bit on there, and then we're going to put some more of this apple rub on it. There we go. Put a little here and there. Smash that in. A little bit more on this side. Smash that in. Some of the injection out. It smells good. Get a smell-o-vision for this stuff. Again, if y'all have any tips or anything for me as you see what I'm doing, like I said, barbecue is just something fun to do and cook for the family. Like I said, I got people coming over today. I got my father-in-law coming over. Anyway, we're gonna get all this in there, pat it down,
fat side down. Alrighty, let's throw it on the pit. As you can tell, see, got the brisket going, and that fat is rendering down, dripping all over down on your brisket, keeping it moist. But we'll come back here in about an hour and spray all that.
Now we're preparing our third meat of the day, which is spare ribs. I just regular spare ribs I got from Walmart, called Smithfield spare ribs. They're already cut in the St. Louis style, which saves a lot of time on trimming. I don't do a lot of trimming on these. I do remove the membrane. This one I got already trimmed up a little bit. I already moved the membrane off of both of them. I've seen on other YouTube videos where they cut this fat slab off right through here. So I do it. This one's finished. And what we'll do here is, again, what I got on the pro tips was feel around, make sure there's not any bone shards or anything on the ribs that could mess up your barbecue. Let people will eat it and won't ever eat your food again. Like right here, see, here's some bones right here. And if any of y'all see anything on here that I'm doing, that any tips or anything like that, any tricks, like I said, I don't do a whole lot of these are not competition ribs. These are just backyard barbecue. I started barbecuing on Father's Day. My kids my kid and wife bought me that smoker outside, so that's how long I've been doing this. So again, any tips, tricks, spices, recipes would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, I'm going to use 2 more rubs on these ribs. This one has more sugar in it. It's just the Weber original dry rub, and it gives it a good color too. Just press it in there.
No. It's okay, Panda. No.
And the second rub I'm going to use will be, and my wife for my birthday actually got me this, the barbecue box, Fire Mixins barbecue box. It's got some wood chips, got some, good stuff in there, but it's his original meat rub. I'm going to put on this too. So we're going to let that sweat out for a minute, and then we're going to take it onto the smoker. Alrighty, got our ribs prepped, ready to go in. I'm going to show you. Come over here, let me show you. Got the brisket in there and the pork butt. We're going to spritz them. Again, I even spritz some of the fat. That fat's rendering down into the brisket, keeping it moist. But anyway, we're going to put these ribs in there, bone side down. Hang on. Do this one at a time. Get these out. Go. Get this one.
Alrighty, got that going. Anyway, that's what we got cooking. Tim's got to come back up, maintain about 250 for the next few hours. We'll come back out in an hour, spray them again. So we'll see you then. We got the brisket at its halfway point to wrap up now. We're gonna put some, my wife made some homemade butter. So I'm using homemade butter on this secret recipe. If I get 1,000 subscribers, I'll give you the recipe. That's gonna be my put a little bit more on this. Then a little juice in here. A little Dutch pepper, not much. A little apple juice, not much. And last, some beef stock. Beef stock. Put it all over it. Oops. Boat. Double wrap it. We don't lose none of the juices on it. Okay. Now we'll take it back to the smoker. Let it finish out for the 2.5 hours. Alrighty, just checking the temp on this. It's time to wrap this one as well. This is our second meat, our pork butt. Again, the secret sauce right here. A little bit of juice in here. Cherry juice. And some apple juice. They all like sweet pork. So, that's what we're going to give them. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead. Just got a little bit. Push it in there like that. Shiny side down. Get it nice and tight. Alright, now we're back wrapping our third meat, our ribs. Take a look at these. Look at that bend in them. Good mahogany color. Dark. Now I put some brown sugar and some, anyway, on my ribs, I like to use dark brown sugar instead of just the light brown sugar. Look at that. Got my secret butter. Put that on there. the other one. This is the one that had the minor and mixing rub. Looks good. Turned out dark too though. I always want to check the bones drawn back on these as well. That's another thing you want to check on. But I'm not an expert at this. My wife thinks I am because she's telling me what needs all this and this and this. I don't know half the time. I just watch a lot of YouTube, a lot of barbecue pitmasters, a lot of Harry Sue. There's other guys on the YouTube I watch, like what's his name? Which is actually kind of cool because the guys that I watch on YouTube are not that far from me. I live in Oklahoma, close to the Texas state line, which I'm about an hour and 30 minutes north of Dallas. And a couple of the guys that I watch on YouTube, I think their channels are Aim 'em and Claim 'em. I think he's a little bit farther. Baby Back Maniac is another guy that I watched, him do ribs and stuff. And then that T-Roy Cooks. I believe they're all from the Dallas, Fort Worth, around that area. And yeah, watching their videos helped me a lot of my cooks. Like I said, I've only been doing this since Father's Day, so but it's fun to do. And I didn't say what I got else. My birthday was actually August the 4th, and my wife not only surprised me with the barbecue box, but she surprised me with the membership to KCBS, which I'm very stoked about, which I want to, get into the judging classes and also get into some of the, maybe a competition in a year or two, or within a year or so, learning more about this. But I definitely want to do the judging part of it. And also, that was another deal she got me was barbecue. Oh, Bluetooth speaker. That's what it was. When I'm out there cooking, you get to listen to a little music. So, got them wrapped up. We're going to put it back on the smoker for 2 hours. And all the meats should be getting done around the same time. So, again, I'll see you in a couple hours. Good?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's our finished product of our brisket. Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Came out good and tender. And then our ribs came out excellent. So everybody was happy today.
We already ate it.
All right. I didn't get much pictures or any footage of the finished product that we had. Again, we had brisket, pork butt, and ribs. Everybody loved the ribs and the pork butt. I think they got full on that fastest, and then ate the brisket later or afterwards because it was still resting a little bit and they were hungry. But anyway, if there's any tips or again tricks or anything that you could let me know about, like especially on like brisket and stuff, or any spices, rubs, or anything that you use, or how you use it, or what temps and how long. I did it at 235 for, it was about 7 hours it took. It was only a 14-pound brisket. But yeah, just like I said, it's my first time doing a YouTube video. But if you could just leave me some comments and which way I need to go with this barbecue smoking business. But anyway, hope you like what you see. Just, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and I'll be putting out more videos as I go on. But anyway, talk to you later.